Yeah, how are you? How are you doing? I missed many days to recording my process and my journey, but I still alive. I still alive. So today, uh, we go deep to analyzing and to understanding the MSP market in Australia, and there is many things we discover, and we need to figure out and find out the solution for these kind of problems they're facing. Like, not every MSP or not each MSP use the same marketing strategy. Each MSP has their unique uh, strategy, marketing strategy to get client. In this case, we need to cover uh, many many things. Like some MSPs, they have a problem to positioning themselves. Some of MSP, they already get client, they already book appointment, but those client or prospect are not able to pay. That means they are poor qualified. And the other one, they have some problems. They get client, sign with them 3 months, but then leave. So those problems MSP themselves need to figure out. Not my job. My job is to get qualified, book it a qualified business who wants MSP, manager service provider, on their business. This way, I will decrease the pain they facing because they are not anymore focusing on how to get client. Because these are main problems. Some people or some business at all, they focusing on getting client rather than focusing on how to keep the client for a while. Sorry for that. So to getting client for a while is mean you need to um, matching your service with his needs. If, uh, decrease the pain that he facing by providing your service solution, because AI and cybersecurity is the main threat that business owners want to catch, want to find a way to not be late to get this kind of service. So this also should be part of service that MSP should develop about their service. So otherwise, the client themselves, they may be measured, they don't know how to, what the value, what the benefits that MSP bring to their business. In this case, they will not feel they have a problem. So you need to be clear to them that you have a problem and this solution, but don't convince people they have a problem. Well, they don't. Like, you need to be special. You need to be specialize your solution to your service, to your problems. Like, imagine you are a doctor and you are have a specific medicine for a specific kind of a desire, this kind of a disease. You as a doctor, you are not going to like knee injury or people who have a headache and force them they have a problem and you have a solution. Your solution or your medicine is for some specific people who had a specific disease, not those people. So not all people fit your, I mean, your medicine. The same apply on a business, the same apply on MSP. MSP should be focused on providing, figure out one problem, providing one solution, and be consistent on it. That's MSP. Now, how can make those people, I mean, business owner, come to you? Because when you become specific in one niche, you will figure out, you know, to start to filter the business that facing this problem, the business that's facing, and definitely this problem, every business will facing this problem. They faced it in the past, or maybe they are going now to face it, or maybe they will face it in the future. So the business is dependent on the business. Where is it? The business pass it, solve it, find someone else, solve it. So now the problem be solved for this business, or the business certain situation is facing these problems, or the business is still in somewhere didn't in a way to meet this problem but didn't meet it yet. So this problem, this business, and the business who living in a pain on solving this problem, those two are the main business you are targeting to solve their problems by your solution. And the marketing actually is when you say marketing, the main thing you need to be always showing up to let the people know who you are, what you're doing, what the problem you solve through social media. But where your client are going to show up is the same thing you need to do is to show up in that place. I mean, your client in Facebook, you should be focused and show up in Facebook. Your client in LinkedIn, show up in LinkedIn. Create a content about it, about this solution, about these problems. In this case, you meet up with your client. And cold calling is the main things that you can develop your business. But the problem, the last people must sales people are perfect when you put the prospect in front of them, but they don't know how to convince the random or ICP to be a client. They don't know how to do that. This is the reason. This is the main reason many MSP don't hiring a sales person, because they know he doesn't know their market. And the list of ICP is depend on the problems you are going to solve. Is depend on a problem you are going to provide a solution for it. And this, I'm sorry because I miss many days, it's 20 days, yeah. But I will continue, yeah. See you tomorrow.